Okay, here we are in Wyoming. Beautiful day for shooting. Gonna do a little bit of testing with my new SU16C by Kel-Tek 223 or 5.56. And weather today's perfect, no wind. Took it out the other day and it was very windy and the accuracy was very poor. So I'm here today to see if it was the wind was responsible for the poor accuracy, or if it was me or the gun. What I like about this gun, it's very lightweight, folds up, fits in. I've got it on my backpack here. Doesn't add much to my burden when I'm out hiking in the Wyoming Badlands here, looking for coyotes and prairie dogs. So anyway, I'm going to take the gun off. I'm going to show you a couple things that I've done to the gun. There's the floating stock. You can see it's pretty rigid in the vertical plane. A little bit of flex in the side to side if you twist it. Very nice foregrip. I like the feel of it. It's actually popped down to a bipod, which I think is more or less useless. On this gun I have a Mycore flash suppressor. Very nice unit. Today we're going to be using the stock sights. And something I've added to the safety here is this is actually the nub, the rubber eraser head kind of nub that's in like a ThinkPad computer. This particular model has kind of the mushroom shape, kind of a concave curve there at the tip of it. Fits right inside that little hole in the safety. What that allows me, it gets me another about a millimeter of elevation there on that safety, so I can operate it with the back of my finger, rather than the stock. I've always felt like I had to come back like that to work the stock. So it's a little ergonomic improvement. Gives me a little feel. I can feel it there and tell whether it's safe just with a touch. Anyway, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to be working on the I'm going to be using the AQT targets. They're popularized by the Appleseed organization, run by the Revolutionary War Veterans.org, RWVA.org. This is a target here they're all resized for 25 meters to simulate 100 for the offhand, 200 yards for sitting, and then I've got here the 300 yard rapid fire prone, and if everything goes well I'll throw up the 400 yard slow fire prone, and we'll see how it goes. I'll do the shoot here and then we'll go over the results. One thing I want to cover is the way I'm going to be shooting this is I'm going to be shooting half the shots left-handed and then half the shots right-handed. I shoot figure for if this is for self-defense, no purpose, and it's to maintain cover as much as possible. It's something I learned in paintball. It's essential to better shoot left and right. You don't want to get hit. The positions I'll be shooting from, a little bit different. I'll be doing the offhand just normally, but for the sitting, rather than going all the way to sitting, I'm going to shoot a rice paddy prone, which is basically like that. I like that because it's very fast to get in and out of. Not quite as stable as going all the way down into a sitting position, but that's my favorite position for that shot. Okay, let's look at the results of our first part of our AQT test here with the SU16C. Here it is, the first stage, offhand, scored 47 points. And this is very similar to what I get with the Ruger Mini 14, I guess because of the lightness of the rifle, its compact size, ease of handling. But so that was really good. In fact, the Ruger 14 is the rifle I've scored the highest on the AQT. I got a 217 one time with the Ruger Mini 14. You just score around 200, 205 if I'm shooting on the AR platform. And that's because I don't do nearly as well on the offhand. However, on the SU16 I didn't do so well in the And my rice paddy prone, not nearly as good as usual. And I'm thinking maybe I just wasn't as comfortable with the stock arrangement yet. As you can see, so far on both stages I've shot a little bit better left-handed than right, which that's a little bit unusual. Usually I shoot a little bit better right-handed. Okay, and then the prone, and all these I wasn't shooting the time thing. I was just taking my time. I went down and marked the targets after whether I was shooting right or left, so I could make sure I tagged which shot was right and left. Anyway, here's the prone slow fire, which this is rapid fire, it's supposed to be, but I was actually shooting at slow fire, so again, not so good. Nice little group there to start off with, but off to the left, so may adjust my sights a little bit, see if I can get that, because it does seem to be in these last two stages I was a little bit to the left of most of my shots. I actually shot the sighter as one of my shots there, so I shot my sighter last on this one, but there had basically a miss off the first thing on the left. A couple of good close shots shooting left, again they ended up to the left. And left, got a V-ring there, more or less luck there I think, but not too shabby I guess. The groups might not be too bad I guess. And then there is my last shot, which I dropped that off since actually I started up here with my first shot and I didn't do sighters. I forgot that there were sighters on this stage. So next stage I'll go ahead and set up the 400 meter target. And I'm going to see if I can't get the sights regulated a little better and see if I can get this rifle to perform a little bit better. So far, accuracies, I'm not doing as well as I did on the Mini 14, but I think it's mostly because of the stage here, and I'm just not comfortable with the stock yet. I guess I got to find that natural point of aim with the stock. And then I'm thinking here I'm seeing some evidence that I need to push my rear sight over a little bit to the right. Looks like I'm coming off the left side a little bit. So I'll go adjust the sights and then try that last stage and we'll see what we end up with.